Imagine you're in a classroom and you confidently say, open the light, discuss about this topic. Students may not say anything, but silently they are learning incorrect English. And shockingly, these mistakes are not only made by beginners, but even trained teachers. If you are a teacher or a future teacher, this video can take your English and teaching skills to the next level. Stay till the end because the last mistake is something almost every teacher makes. In this video, we're going to discuss 10 mistakes teachers make in English and classroom teaching and also how to avoid them. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's begin with mistake number 1, which says open, close the light. The wrong sentence is open the light. It may sound simple, but it is a very common mistake. Many teachers say open the light because in their native language, the same word is used for many actions like opening a door, opening a window. Open is used for doors and windows, not for lights. But in English, we use specific verbs for specific actions. As I said, we say open for things like open the door, open the window, open your books. But for electrical devices, we use turn on the light, switch on the fan, turn off the TV. So when we say open the light, it sounds unnatural in English because a light is not something you open. As teachers, even these small correction matters because students copy our language. Now let's talk about mistake number 2. That is, discuss about. Many teachers say, let's discuss about this topic, which is incorrect. It may sound correct, but it is a common mistake. Discuss already includes the meaning of about, so we don't use about with it. So when you say discuss about, you are actually repeating the same meaning twice. The word discuss already means to talk about something. It's like saying talk about something. Sounds odd, right? The correct sentence is let's discuss this topic. Simple trick to remember. Whenever you use discuss, just follow it directly with the topic. No about needed. Now here's another very common mistake, which is repeat again. The word repeat itself already means to do something again. So adding again is unnecessary and grammatically incorrect. So using both like repeat again is a double mistake. It's like saying again, again. So the correct way of saying is simple. Please repeat. A quick tip. If a word already includes the meaning, don't add extra word. Keep it clean and correct. So the correct is repeat. Repeat after me. Mistake number 4. Wrong tense usage. For example, yesterday I am teaching this topic, which is incorrect. Yesterday I taught this topic. Let me give you another example. Did you came to school yesterday? Which is incorrect. The correct sentence is, did you come to school yesterday? Simple rule. Did plus subject plus base verb. That is verb 1. Tenses make mistake can make the whole sentence incorrect. Clarity is very important in teaching. So remember, after did always use the base form of the verb. Mistake number 5. Overuse of Hindi. Are you doing this in your classroom? The problem of this is that students lose English exposure. What is the solution for this? Use a mix. Simple English with Hindi support. This is a balance. Okay, remember balance is a key. Let me share with you an example. This is the wrong way. The entire meaning or the definition of photosynthesis is explained by the teacher in Hindi. Only Hindi explanation is given. Like photosynthesis एक प्रक्रिया है जिसमें पौधे अपना भोजन बनाते हैं. Like this entire explanation is done in Hindi. English terms are not used. And the child is English terms kahan hai? What is the problem over here? Students don't get exposure to English terms. So what is the correct way? The correct way is balanced explanation. Like, for example, photosynthesis is the process by which plants make their own food. In this process, plants use sunlight, water and carbon dioxide. In simple words, plants prepare their own food using sunlight. Use a mix of simple English plus Hindi support if you want for more clarity. And this will equal to strong learning. So now the student can understand. Now I understand in English too. What is the result? The child is able to understand the terms. He'll be exposed to English terms and he'll learn better. And what will be the benefits? Benefits will be English exposure, concept clarity and better understanding. Mistake number 6, which is incorrect pronunciation. When you pronounce any word incorrectly, remember, students directly copy the teacher's pronunciation. So daily practice is very important. Some words are often mispronounced. Here are some common mistakes and correct pronunciations. So here are the words and their incorrect pronunciation, then correct pronunciation, and why the reason behind is also given. Like here is island, and how it is incorrectly pronounced is land, where the correct pronunciation is island, where S is silent. The S is silent at the beginning. So here S is silent. So it is pronounced as island. Then honest, which is pronounced as wrongly pronounced as honest. But it is honest. H is silent. Like this, here is a list of few words: knife, debt, Wednesday, kernel. So practice these words out loud. Listening and repeating the correct pronunciation will help you improve and thereby help your children to learn the correct pronunciation of the words. Now let's talk about mistake number 7, using too difficult English. Sometimes teachers try to impress students by using very difficult words. But what is the real goal? What is the real goal of teaching? To make students understand. Let me share an example with you. The wrong way. The process of evaporation involves the transformation of liquid into vapor due to elevated temperature. Students get confused. What does that even mean? So students will be like, what does this mean? And the teacher has used all heavy words for explanation. Now watch this transformation the correct way. Evaporation means when water changes into vapor, that is gas, because of heat. For example, when water gets heated, it slowly turns into vapor. This is vapor, gas. Oh, now I get it. So the children can understand clearly, because here easy words are used, simple language is used to make the concept clear. Why this works? Easy language equals to easy understanding. Remember this. And real life example equals to strong concept. So in your teaching, always remember, use easy language to make your understanding, make children understanding easy and clear, and use real life examples to make the concept strong for the students. Don't try to impress, try to express clearly. Mistake number 8, not giving examples. Just giving definition is not enough. Sometimes definition is given After that, assignment and chapter is done. No, examples are very important. Real life examples make learning stronger. So good teaching makes learning easy and meaningful. Remember that. Now I share with you an example of a wrong way of teaching. That is just giving a definition. Friction is a force that opposes motion. Now here only definition is given. No example, no real life example. So here the child, I memorize it but I don't understand it. The students memorize but don't understand. This is the result of this kind of teaching. Now see the transformation, the correct way of teaching. Here comes the definition. Friction is a force that opposes motion. It means when an object moves, a force tries to stop it. That is friction. Example. When you ride a bicycle and apply brakes, it slows down due to friction. A picture is shown. Another example, when you rub your hands, you feel heat. That's also because of friction. So here examples are shown. Children are given real life example and they must have been asked to do this friction activity, rubbing the hand, to understand what friction is all about. So when they do on their own, they understand the concept better. Learning becomes stronger. So the golden rule of teaching is define, explain, give example. That is perfect teaching. Mistake number 9, no student interaction. Here, the problem is the teacher keeps speaking and the students stay silent. The teacher is active and the students are passive. This is a big mistake. Ask questions. Involve students. Make the class interactive. It should be an interactive class, which is a big mistake. So you have to make your class engaging. And to make your class engaging, you have to ask questions. You have to make your children think. And to make your children think, you have to prepare activities. You have to plan discussions. You have to ask questions. And if you do this, your class will become active. Here we come to the last mistake, that is no evaluation, which is the most important one, which is made by most of the teachers. The lesson ends, but the teacher doesn't check understanding. And when you don't check understanding, then students are left with so many questions in their mind. Like, what was the main point? I'm not sure. I understood. Can I give an example? Will this be in the test? So these many questions are there in their mind. So always ask, what did you learn today? Can you give an example? Evaluation equals to real teaching success. Remember, in the beginning of the session, we talked about one important thing, that the goal of teaching is to make student understand. And if that is not met, then what is the use? And how the teacher will come to know whether students have understood or not? Only through evaluation, by asking questions. Questions help you understand whether the objectives of teaching are met or not, whether students have understood the lesson or not, whether changes to the teaching style or the strategies are needed or not. So evaluation is very, very important. So these were the 10 common mistakes teachers make unknowingly. Which mistake did you make? Let me know in the comments. If you found this video helpful, like the video, share it with your teacher friends, subscribe for more teaching tips. See you in the next video. Until then, keep learning, keep growing.